Hey people, it's Riot, my road tours. Welcome back. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and hopefully a demonstration of the Vantrue OnDash T1 dash cam. Now, I saw this and I was like, how can they fit so much technology into such a small device? Anyway, so my interest was piqued, so I ordered one. Now, first of all, this has all your normal features. Obviously looping. This is a capacitor as well, super capacitor, so you don't have the recharging battery. So it obviously handles heat better. It's got all your usual features in it. It's my bumps your vehicle, cuts on, records, things like that. This does 2K, Ultra 2K resolution at 30 frames per second, 1080p with 30 frames per second HDR at that. It does a lot of your usual stuff, but it's got a lot more into this device than what meets the eye. Let's start off with the field of view. It's got a 170 degree field of view. That's 30 degrees more than my my old G1W black box, for example. That was 140 degrees. So I mean, this thing is very wide. So it's really neat. But that's not even the best parts of this. It's got built-in GPS for one thing. It's got built-in Wi-Fi. You can sync this to your phone. But those are only some of the really cool features. One of the other features that I found really fascinating was the built-in ADAS, which stands for Advanced Driver Assistant System. Now, for those of you who are probably driving a late model vehicle, you might know this. Older vehicle owners may not. This here is like I've got a 2016 Subaru Outback with lane assist. It's got what they call their eyesight. It's got sensors in the front of the vehicle. It senses forward collisions, beeps, and warns you. Well, guess what? The OnDash T1 from Vantrue has forward collision warning. It also has lane assist. Same thing that you would find in on my eyesight in my Subaru. If you switch lanes, you cross the dotted lines, it's going to beep and let you know. It's really nice. It comes in handy, I assure you. Now, the really trick thing is this device is $119, somewhere around that on Amazon, give or take a few dollars. But the eyesight package for our Outback was almost $1,000. So that's a lot of technology shoved into this one little device for a very affordable price. So anyhow, let's see what's in the box, shall we? Alright, here. And it's a unique looking dash cam, a little different than your normal dash cams as well. I'm kind of curious about the design, in the sense that will this be a little more compact, not as intrusive as some of the dash cams I've used in the past are. Whoops. Alright, there's some of our brochure stuff. I say brochure. Vantrue always sends you these quick start guides. I love these things. It's just what it says, quick start. Very plain, simple directions. Follow us. Thank you for choosing Vantrue. This is my second one. I actually have grown to like this company. One of my favorite things, I've pointed this out several times on my previous one, is one of the cool things about Vantrue also is you can use higher capacity memory cards. I just love that. I believe this particular OnDash T1 will go up to 256 gigabytes. So I mean, I could throw a 64 gigabyte, a 128 gigabyte card in there and go. And I will test that out. I definitely, that's on my high end things to test out. High on my list. Alright, so this is our user manual. Just look at that. Oh, that's pretty trick. This is just like the way that looks. I mean, isn't that pretty cool? They definitely have some style when it comes to packaging, that's for sure. Alright. Oh, okay, that pops off of there. Or out of there, maybe. Stick this on top of that. And there's our unit. Well, kind of put all that stuff to the side. It kind of reminds me of like a turbine engine on a jet. I mean, it's kind of what I feel like they were going with this. You know, you got your turbine blades here. I don't believe it turns, but I mean, see, even the back part of that looks like, you know. I mean, that's just pretty smooth looking. But I mean, I just can imagine this thing on the windshield. It looks doesn't look like it's, you know, a lot of them could be very broad, if you will. This is longer, but from the back side, it's only taking up a small amount of room, like a $50. So maybe it'll be less intrusive. Alrighty. Stick that right there. I definitely want to check out the instructions before I start trying to put this on. This peels off, and there's an open thing there. This may go on the back side, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. So definitely have to look at the instructions on that. Got a lot more stuff in the box here, I believe. Oh, let's put that to the side. Alright, what's in this box? Okay, this looks like, yeah, the self-adhesive mount. And it's adjustable. You can unloosen that and tighten it up and move it. Self-adhesive. Even comes with an extra pad. I like it when they give you extra ones. I had to replace a windshield and it was kind of a pain on one of mine because I had to come up with my own self-adhesives. These are some other little, these may be wire holders. That's what these are. Yeah, I'll open one of these up and try to show you. Just self-adhesive ends. Yeah, so you can put these all along the top of your windshield or wherever and hang wires. Alright, let's set that over there. Alright, this is our power supply. Also comes with another, looks like another, maybe mini USB, something like that. Okay, it's a cigarette lighter plug. I am a sucker for these that have an extra USB plug, because sometimes vehicles only come with one cigarette lighter plug, so when you plug in your dash cam, well, there goes your phone charger, GPS, etc. So I like having an extra, so huge plus. Plenty of cord, probably 10 feet or so. Get all that in there. Okay, I'm trying to look at what this little piece here is. B remote controller. Some remote controller. Okay, so that's that's a button. So you can self-adhese it to this, to something. There's your remote button. I'll tell you, that's a pretty trick. Alrighty, here. Let me see if I can give you an idea what this looks like here. Yeah, it would go this way, I'm pretty sure. So, alright. Then, like I said, this is a self-adjustive. You just open this up, and then you just kind of tighten it down, depending on the angle of your windshield, you know. So, alrighty. I'm gonna get this hooked up and vehicle and see what we can do to test this out. I'm pretty excited. I'm really curious how well that lane departure works. If it works really well, that's be a good affordable option for, especially for older vehicles. All right, so stick around and I'll see what I can do about showing you in the vehicle and some demonstration video. Okay, before I go, I was about to go put this in. Before I do that, I want to show you real quick. See how compact this is and slender it is. I just want to show you how to put the SD card in real quick before I go mount this in there. It's probably easier for me to show you here than in the vehicle. But you see this rear fan blade, terminal blade? That's kind of what it reminds me of, is a jet engine. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for. It's pretty cool, actually. Alright, anyways, you grab this rear part and you just kind of twist it. You don't have to manhandle it too much. Pull that off, and there's the SD slot right there. Let's see which direction. Trying to see here. Okay, no, not that direction. Okay, there you go. I don't know if you could make that out in there, but so I just kind of wanted to show you that real quick before I put it in the vehicle. Like I said, it's probably easier to show you here on the desk. So, and then like I said, you just kind of figure out what direction it goes on. Just, you don't have to manhandle it. You only have to barely turn it like a quarter turn to get it to stay on. So, alright. So, I'm going to put this in the vehicle, get y'all some test footage, hopefully get you some lane assist footage, see how well that works, and catch y'all here in a little bit. Alright, here I got the Vantrue OnDash T1 dash cam mounted. This is one that has the Wi-Fi and built-in GPS. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, looks like a jet engine. Anyhow, comes with lane assist, as well as forward collision warning. Now, originally I was going to put this in my truck because my truck is a 2010, doesn't have any of these features. But I wanted to see how this stacks up against a vehicle that actually comes with this. I don't know if you can make it out in here. I'll get out in a sec. But that's what this this hump here is. There's one on each side. And those are sensors. Okay, this is my 2016 Subaru Outback Limited 3.6R. It's got the 6-cylinder, not the 4-cylinder. Anyhow, if you look, you can see, yeah, there's a sensor, and there's a sensor. Now, if you see a Subaru that's got a sensor right above or below the rear view mirror, we do have another Subaru that has that, but that's for bright light sensor. The oncoming cars coming, it cuts those off, so doesn't have any bearing on this. So anyhow, I'm gonna take it out on its maiden voyage. By the way, this is my maiden voyage on my phone. My family got tired with my 5-year-old phone and made me upgrade to an S9. So hopefully the video quality is just as good. All right, find my button here.
Start recording. GPS ready. Lane departure. 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 Please turn on headlight.
It's without the headlights, it's pitch black out here.
Forward collision.
Clear conditions, it starts telling me to back off. But I don't really fault it for that, because even Eyesight will have problems. It's fatal.